team embrace adversity throughout the entire year. Now, it's hard to say that when you won 16 out of your last 17, but there was adversity. There's adversity constantly. And I think we did a good job of embracing that, the ups and downs of a season, and getting better from the things that we went through.
Middle aisle, second row.
Congratulations, Coach. Can you tell us what went through your head in the first drive when the OPIA flag on fourth down was coming without getting fined, maybe?
Would you say that one more time?
Without getting fined, can you tell us what went through your head?
I try to tell myself before every game, the calls have a way of evening themselves out. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to convince yourself of that. And the calls had a way of evening themselves out. And so mad about that at the first, but again, these guys are making split-second decisions, and that was an all-star crew out there. They earned the right to be here too at the Super Bowl, and I thought they did a good job, regardless of what I thought about that one. I wasn't able to see everything. I'm a little biased, and I don't think it should be called, but he had a better view of it, so I'm sure he made the right call there.
On behalf of the great people of Alliance, Ohio, congratulations on winning the Super Bowl. What does it mean to you to be the first Mountain Union alum to win the Super Bowl as a head coach? And also, after your Gatorade shower, after the game, you took a moment, looked in the sky, and said thank you. Can you describe that moment for us?
Yeah, just all glory to God. He gives us the talents to be in these situations, and blessed our team with talents, blessed myself with the talent to be able to coach football and the opportunity to be able to coach football. So just gratitude right there. And Mount Union taught me how to win. That's for sure. And so grateful to everybody at Mount Union, Coach Karras, all my teammates there, everyone that helped me kind of develop from there.
Far right up against the curtain.
Nick, congratulations. Back in Brazil, you told me iron sharpens iron in regards to Quinyon Mitchell being ready for his NFL debut because he went against your great wide receiver group in practice. Do you think that this was one of the keys to the Philadelphia Eagles becoming Super Bowl champions?
Yeah, I think the key to that point is the intensity at which we practice at. And when you're practicing it with that kind of intensity, training camp, you're getting those matchups, Q versus AJ and Devontae and Slay versus those guys as well. So, and BG versus Lane and Jordan versus, Sweaty and Nolan. And so you have no choice but to get better. And, that it truly is. This is the greatest team sport there is. Iron sharpens iron. I've been saying a lot today and throughout the whole year that you cannot be great without the greatness of others. That applies to coaches. That applies to player to player. Look at the special year. Saquon, has been a special player his entire career, but he was able to make history this year with the things that he did because of the special talents of the guys up front. This is the ultimate team game, and I know that, and it's just it takes selflessness to be able to. Jaylen said it awesome one time. Just because we're not winning a certain way, doesn't. It's crazy. Sometimes we're answering questions on how we win. It's hard to win in this league. It's a struggle every week to win in this league, and it's just because we're not winning a certain way or the way people perceive that we should win doesn't mean we can't. And today we needed the efforts of everybody. So I don't know. I kind of rambled on that question, but you can't. Long story short, you can't be great without the greatness of others.
Yeah. Chris Murray, Philadelphia Sunday Sun. Coach Sirianni, how much has Jaylen Hurts grown since the last Super Bowl and all the ups and downs he had to deal with last year, and especially after the 2-2 mark that everybody criticized him for not for turning the ball over? How much has he grown as a quarterback?
Yeah, he just keeps getting better. He knows how to win. He does a great job of being able to block out all the outside noise. I think it's, I find it funny when it's like, Jaylen is good because he's got a good team around him. Like, that's football. Like, again, you cannot be great without the greatness of others. Like, Jaylen can't do it by himself. He needs AJ. He needs that offensive line. He needs Saquon. and vice versa. You know, the reason Saquon has a special year, not only the offensive line, but the attention that Jaylen commands for the run game. He's special. Jaylen's special. And, you know, the criticism, it just blows my mind because I think he's so special and won so many games and works his butt off and just continues to get better, can block out everything and just focus on the task at hand of getting better, putting yourself positioned to win each week. And he does a great job of that. And he had an unbelievable game today when we needed him to, because when you sell out to stop, you know, we knew how good of a coach and how good of a defense that we were playing today. But when you sell out to stop one thing, another thing opens, and Jaylen was able to take advantage of that today. And man, him and this team are world champs forever.
Right side up against the curtain.
Hi, I'm Carlton with BuzzFeed. The halftime score was shocking to a lot of people. Can you tell me what you said when you went into the locker room at halftime? What was the mood like? What was going through your head? How do you keep the guys focused after just coming out like crazy like that?
One of the things we talked about, we made sure everyone was resting at first, but one of the main things we talked about is be ready for anything. You know, be ready for for different exotic things. Things that make them be able to try to get back into the game. But one thing that we really focused on and studied a bunch of, you know, we got to protect the way that they can get back into this game is, you know, us going 3 and out on offense, having sacks, having penalties, turning the ball over, and for explosive plays to happen on offense, on their offense, giving up on our defense. And I just thought we did a great job of, you know, handling that. We truly were playing it like, hey, this is the second game. It's 0-0, and if we win this one, we're going to win this game. And the guys were focused. The guys were locked in. It really was evident of the entire week, entire 2 weeks. I think when we won the NFC Championship game in 2022, there was so much joy. And I don't want to say there wasn't joy. It was just like, all right, this year it was like, all right, let's go. We got to go finish the job now. And I think it was the same attitude at halftime of just locking in, focused, and let's go finish the job. And that's what we did.